In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on May 13, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. New York Rangers versus Pittsburgh Penguins. After getting beaten badly in 2 straight games, the Rangers won the last game but are still down 3-2 in the series and have to win this game on the road to send it to a 7th game in the Big Apple. The Rangers had given up 7 goals in 2 straight losses before only giving up 3 in their last game in a win. The team is down 3-2 in the series and they have to win on the road, where they have lost both games to the Penguins. The Penguins have a chance to close out their playoff series at home in Game 6, but may have to do so without captain Sidney Crosby, who was injured in the last game and questionable for Game 6. Pittsburgh ranked a solid 5th in the league this season, only giving up an average of 2.71 goals per game, but in the 2 losses in this series, including the last one, they gave up 5 goals. The Penguins lost the last game of this series, and they may be without their captain Crosby in this game, but they are still the pick on home ice. They have won both games at home in this series, where they scored 7 goals in each, and I look for their attack to pour it on in this game. Shesterkin was pretty good in the last game in between the pipes, but was not sharp in the 2 games in Pittsburgh, and that will happen again. Domingue has not been playing well in starting for the injured Smith, and while he will give up some goals in this game, the attack will pick up the slack. So the Pittsburgh Penguins money line is our full game side pick. Defense has been at a premium in this series, and that will not change in this game. The Pens scored 7 goals in each of the 2 home games in this series, and while they may not hit that total in this game, they will light the lamp a few times. The Rangers will do the same facing Domingue, who has given up at least 4 goals in 3 of his 4 starts in the series. Even with Crosby potentially out, scoring has not been an issue in the series. Every game has seen at least 7 goals scored, with 8 or more scored in each of the last 3 contests. These teams only average 6.3 goals per game combined during the regular season, but are averaging 8.4 goals per contest in the series. These teams have gone over in 23 of the last 33 meetings and 12 of the last 18 in Pittsburgh. Watch for the Pittsburgh Penguins to continue to find success at home on Friday. The Penguins are small home underdogs in this game but show the best value. Pittsburgh is very tough at home and will close out this series. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Florida Panthers versus Washington Capitals. National Hockey League playoff action on Friday evening, and we will see the Atlantic Division square off with the Metro Division as the Florida Panthers grapple with the Washington Capitals at Capital One Arena in Washington. The Panthers lead this best-of-7 series 3-2. The Comeback Cats were out in full force in Game 5 on Wednesday. The Panthers found themselves in an early 3-0 hole against Alex Ovechkin and a very experienced Capitals team. Although they are nicknamed the Comeback Cats for a reason, to be in a scoreless deficit on home ice is still unfamiliar for Florida. The Panthers have been the best goal-scoring team on home ice by far this season and showed great mental toughness to fight back and get the crucial win and series lead. As great as the Panthers have been at home this season, they now have to head back to Washington. If they can demonstrate their potent goal-scoring again in Game 6, they can avoid a Game 7 altogether and win the series on Friday night. The good news for Panthers fans is that Florida was the second-best road team this season, with a 24-11-6 record. Although the Caps were the only team better than them on the road, Washington is at home in Game 6. Generally, that would be welcomed. However, Ovechkin and company were a very mediocre home team this season. They were just 19-16-6 on home ice, far worse than their road record. The most recent game in the nation's capital also bodes well for the President's Trophy winners. The Panthers won Game 4 in Washington on Monday. There's no denying the Caps' experience and veteran leadership, but their young goaltenders are far too inconsistent. Taking on the best goal-scoring team of 2022 is a tough matchup and should catch up to them in Game 6. So the Florida Panthers money line is our full game side pick. Although the Panthers are known for their high-scoring totals at home, the Capitals had their fair share as well. Washington ended the regular season as the 5th most profitable team for going over the total on home ice. It wasn't quite their league-leading home goal-scoring average, but the Panthers still had the 3rd best average on the road. They averaged 3.56 goals per game outside of South Beach. The Capitals never did improve their goaltending at the trade deadline, as was speculated. That has led to both Vitek Vanecek and Ilya Samsonov splitting time and starting the same amount of games through the season. It has also led to neither of them truly finding a groove, and that is an even larger concern when facing such an offensive juggernaut. The Panthers demonstrated how quickly they can put up goals in bunches as recently as Game 5, quickly coming back from the 3-0 deficit. This is an elimination game for the Caps, and that means they could pull their goalie early if they are behind, which I feel they will be. I would not be surprised to see the Panthers get an empty netter or two in this one. Florida does have the best offense in the league, and they have averaged 3.49 GPG on the road for the year. The Panthers have been strong in the crease at home, but on the road, they have allowed 3.05 RPG. The Caps are not the offensive powerhouse that they have been the past few years, but they have averaged 3.19 GPG here at home. Both teams should score at least 3 goals in this one. Lastly, the over is 25 to 9-5 in Florida's last 39 versus the Eastern Conference and 14 to 5-2 in Washington's last 21 versus the Eastern Conference. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Calgary Flames versus Dallas Stars. The Calgary Flames face the Dallas Stars in Game 6 of the first round, with the Flames leading the series 3-2. The Flames lost 2 of the first 3 games but have won back-to-back games to take the series lead and put themselves 1 win away from advancing to the second round. The Stars, meanwhile, have lost control of the series and now hope to win Game 6 on their home ice to avoid elimination and force a Game 7. The Flames are 3-7 in their last 10 Friday games and 35-16 in their last 51 overall. The Stars are 5-2 in their last 7 home games and 4-0 in their last 4 Friday games. The under is 6-1 in Flames' last 7 overall. The under is 4-1 in Stars' last 5 overall. The Flames are 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The favorite is 8-3 in the last 11 meetings. The Calgary Flames have been the better team all season and have won 5 of the last 7 meetings against the Stars, so you can understand why they're favored here. However, let's not act like the Flames have had offensive issues in this series and can't give a game away. The Dallas Stars have been in the thick of every game this series and had their chances to win Game 5 on the road. The Stars play their best hockey at home, and this series has been so tight and low-scoring that you get the feeling it's destined for a Game 7. The Flames have taken over this series and look to win their 3rd game in a row to close out the series. However, the Stars look to bounce back on their home ice and control this game from the opening puck drop. The Dallas Stars money line is our full game side pick. The Flames look to build off 2 games where they only allowed 1 goal and limit the Stars' offense with Rasmus Andersson, Noah Hanifin, and the rest of the defensive unit controlling the puck in the defensive zone and limiting shots on the net, while goaltender Jacob Markstrom makes plenty of big saves. The Stars, who have only allowed 10 goals in the series, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Flames as they did in Game 2 with Ryan Suter, Esa Lindell, Miro Heiskanen, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone while limiting the Flames' speed on the rush to allow goaltender Jake Oettinger to make plenty of big saves. Only one of the previous 5 games in this series have been less than 5.5 combined goals, so the series has indicated that they are doing well at limiting the amount of goals. A huge reason is the fact that neither team has played well on the power play, as Calgary is scoring on just 10.5% of their power plays while Dallas has a 10 power play percentage right now in this postseason. These defenses have been the top 2 in the postseason and have been limiting the amount of goals scored throughout the entire series. The under is 4-1 in their previous 6 games. Both teams have been led by their defenses throughout the series, and Game 6 should reflect that, with both defensive units stepping up and controlling the game. This will be a low-scoring game controlled by both defenses. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.